Hey, this is Mike. Thank you so much for choosing this video. Today we're checking out a super night vision dash cam system by AKEEYO. Now this is a sponsored video, and this system is intended to give you better visibility at nighttime, but also serve as a really good dash cam system. It has GPS to document your speed and location, but also has an imagery of the front of the vehicle, which has the super night vision system, and then a camera in the back of the vehicle as well that you can mount. This particular one can mount on your dash, or it can cover up your rear view mirror and serve as a rear view mirror and a rear view camera all in one. So here's the main screen. Go ahead and peel off this protective tape right here. And the screen is gives you the view, either the front or the rear or both views. Now it has a 64 gigabyte SD card here. Here's the attachments for the rear view mirror. Use these little silicone pieces here to attach to the rear view mirror, or you can attach it to the dash using this mount right here, which has a very sticky adhesive there, and then you can mount this on the dash somewhere. The power button is here on the bottom. So there's the power button. It's pretty straightforward as far as using it. The instruction manual is pretty good. It's in full color, and the English is good, and describes how to install it from different type of vehicles and your different options. Breaks it down very simply here. It plugs into a cigarette lighter, so it's very easy to simply install, and you can also transfer it to other vehicles fairly simple using certain methods. With this power supply, it makes it much easier. Here's the GPS antenna, and you can, depending on your vehicle, you can mount that on your dash somewhere and get a good signal. Here's the rear view camera, and it has this little pivot mount here in which you can, depending on how you mount it, you can put it in the back glass and then angle this to get the best view like that, and then you tighten down the screws here. And it has the 3M adhesive there. There's the camera, and there's the wire. Now this wire will connect to this wire. This is like the extension cable to go to the main unit, and then you would wire this behind trim and stuff like that. And in doing that, you will need this little tool, which it comes with. You can pull back some of the trim and stuff the wire back there. You just want to watch out for airbag placements, that kind of thing. And there's little silicone pieces here for attaching that to the rearview mirror as a temporary install. The adhesive mount here on the dash would be a little bit more permanent, but if you wanted to switch vehicles readily, you could just use these and attach it to the rearview mirror, and you can move it from vehicle to vehicle. So here's the main camera right here. This is the night vision one. This is the one that's going to give you the view by amplifying the existing light, just like military night vision uses, amplifies the existing light in the environment and gives you basically turns nighttime into daytime. Some other night vision systems have limitations, like you can't see through glass using thermal cameras, or if you're shining a big bright IR illuminator, that's going to have reflections and glare off the windshield, that kind of thing. This eliminates all those problems, and you can mount this in the vehicle just like a regular camera. One of the value propositions of this system, using this system during the day, is the addition of a rear view camera. So I've been spoiled in driving new vehicles with a rear view camera in addition to the rear view mirror. And when you get used to that, it's just there's times in which you just like really appreciate that camera view. Especially if you have passengers behind you and pillars and headrests and all that stuff, or cargo stacked up. That rear view camera system gives you a direct view behind the vehicle, and on highways especially, it's just really handy to give a clear view of what's behind you. Now this is also handy if you are towing, so you can use this and you can look down and you can check on the the hitch and your load and everything like that. You can kind of change your view there depending on your needs, and get a good view directly behind the vehicle. Now in my case, I have it mounted inside the glass, looking through the glass, which is a tinted glass. So if you have, this is a waterproof system, so you can mount it outside the vehicle if you want, next to the tag or wherever you want to put it, and that way you get a better view depending on your needs and depending on your vehicle. But this is actually looking through the back glass, which is tinted, and it still gives me a good view during the day, and I'm able to see directly behind me and see what's going on. And also the size, the size is really good. It gives me a good view. It's larger than the actual mirror, and instead of giving me just a reflection, it gives me an actual view there. You can also turn the screen off, pressing the button there, and it does serve as a mirror as well. So you can look directly and use it as a mirror if you need to do that. But being able to turn it on or off when you need it to do it, you can. It's really nice. The accuracy of the GPS unit seems to be very accurate. I mean, it lines up with the speedometer, the digital speedometer on this vehicle perfectly. So it seems to be accurate. So this is what the audio sounds like while driving. So of course you're going to hear road noise and different noises, but at least you get an idea of what it sounds like, whatever the audio was inside the vehicle at the time of the recording. Also voice commands that you can say to have the system do certain things, like take picture. All right, show back camera. All right, show front camera. Show back camera. So stuff like that, in which you can just say certain commands, and it'll tell you what the commands are right here. Just hit that and it shows you the different commands. Now there's also a blind spot detection system, and it uses basically the images from the cameras to kind of estimate where vehicles are. So when there's a vehicle in your blind spot, it'll show a little red mark on the side of the camera there. You can also set it to where it makes a noise as well. So right now this car is passing. Let's see if I guess they passed too fast. But anyways, if there's somebody hanging out in your blind spot, it'll give you a little indicator there. During the day, the front camera and actually the rear camera is able to pick up license plates and different information, but you have to be relatively close, right? But it will pick up some details, and because it is a 1080p system, so it's able to give you enough details where the vehicles are and all that stuff, and yeah, picking up license plates. It will do it. It's just they have to be, fairly close to the camera, so that way it can pick it up. If it's like really far away, then it's going to have trouble picking up the numbers and everything. The rear view camera records in a mirror image, so that way it makes sense. It makes sense to you when you're looking at it as a mirror. But since it's recording in a mirror image, when you play it back, it's going to be reversed, basically. So you want to take that into consideration. You can, flip it back the other way to look at it, right side, or, it's easy to get disoriented if you're looking at the footage. You just got to understand that it's intended to be a mirror image for the screen here. So the way this works is that when you have it mounted here on the rear view mirror, you just strap it on there, run the large wire up here, and you can tuck it underneath the headliner. And you just mount the front camera anywhere you want there in the front glass where it would get the best view, the GPS unit, and the rear view camera. And the hardest part really is just tucking wires. If you put all the cameras inside the vehicle looking through the glass, like the rear camera, then it's just tucking wires in the headliner, basically, or in the floorboard, or wherever you want to tuck the wires. That's really the hardest part. It's not really, it's like a very easy install. But when you hit the button right here, there's little icons that pop up. You just hit the screen anywhere. You just tap the screen and the icons pop up right here. And so basically, let's go ahead here. You can take a picture. You can go into your settings here. Hit that. Pulls up your different settings, and you have the camera settings, and then you have the regular settings. And you can adjust these right here, however you want to do it. You can have kilometers per hour, miles per hour. You have a G sensor as well. So if there's a accident or something, if there's any kind of like bumping of this main unit right here, it will go ahead and lock that file so it doesn't get overwritten, which this one came with a 64 gig card. So it records a whole lot of footage before it starts overwriting. You can adjust the screen brightness. We'll go ahead and bring that up a little bit higher Yeah, it looks a little bit better. All right, so there's your settings right there. Take a picture there. You do have the ability to turn on or off the recording, the audio recording, so we can turn that off or on here, like that. And then you have lock a file there. So if there's like something you wanted to refer to later, you can go ahead and hit that lock a file like that. So that way this one is locked. It starts a new file, and then the new file is locked. So you can see it has a little SOS right there. So now when you, on the card, it'll have a separate file that is locked. And that way it never gets overwritten. So let's say you forget about it and you want to refer to it later. Well, you can always come back to it because it's not going to overwrite it. Now, if you hit this button, it's like a transfer button. So it transfers views or it switches views. So we switch the front. We had the back view originally. So now we have the back view and the front view. Switch it again, front view, back view. So it's the same views, it just switches sides. Hit that button again. Now we're back to the back view. Now during the day, this is the best for me, is seeing what's behind me. So it just basically takes your rearview mirror, turns it into a rearview camera. It also gives your speed, which is accurate to my speedometer. It has the clock and the date and the direction which the vehicle's facing. So it has a digital compass as well. And it records in 1 minute increments. So the camera systems will record together. Front and back will have separate files, but they'll be recording simultaneously. So you can overlap them easy. You just look at the file numbers and they will line up. So the front and the back will line up perfectly because they're recording at the same time. So if you hit this button, you can actually stop recording. So if you want to stop recording for whatever reason, you can hit that button right there, and then you can restart it by pressing it again. If you use this button, this is to calibrate the blind spot detection system. So if you hit that, you basically go on an empty road or some road where there's not very many cars. And then you look at the line right here, the horizon line, and then the little purple box, and make sure that the lines will line up with the road. And that little purple box is in the center of the road in front of you. So that's how you calibrate it. If you don't want to do that now, you can just hit the back button and it'll go back. All right, so now this is, last but not least, is this one, is where you can go into and see all your footage. So you can see where you're driving, all your different footage. That's the front cam, and then there's the back cam. So you have all your footage for the front, all your footage from the back. You also have all your pictures. You can have separate pictures here. So yeah, all the different files are in there. You can, of course, take the SD card out and then put it into a computer or something like that. But you want to make sure that it's completely not recording when you take it out. Make sure the system's completely off before you take out the SD card. Now at nighttime, this one has a forward-facing camera that has a night vision capability. And basically what it's doing is that it's amplifying the existing light. And it has a special Sony sensor that's able to accomplish that. And it doesn't project any illumination, like no infrared illumination like some night vision systems. And it doesn't have any kind of thermal properties or anything like that. It just takes the existing light and amplifies it. So it's very simple, and it's able to see through glass. So infrared systems can't see through glass, and if you have an illuminator on a camera, it's going to reflect off the glass. So this just takes the existing light, amplifies it, and gives you almost a daylight view of what's in front of the vehicle. Okay, so I'm on a back road, and it is completely dark. There's no like full moon or anything. So I'm just going to turn, there's the parking lights there, and see if I can turn off the headlights. So yeah, this vehicle, yeah, I can't turn off all the lights, but it is completely very dark in front of me, and you can see very good with this system here. So yeah, with the headlights, you can see like daylight. But even when you turn off the headlights, I can still see fine in front of me on this camera. It's unbelievable how much, just to take a little tiny bit of light, this amplifies it to a degree that's almost like daylight. And so this vehicle has halogen high beams. So the high beams aren't excellent, you know, they're bright and everything, they're fine. But this just gives the visibility like way more than my actual real world visibility here. We do have the ability to raise and lower it to get the view here. Now the actual recorded file will be the full view here, the up and down full view. It's just this gives you on this monitor a more of a wider view like this, and it's kind of chopped, it's cropped top and bottom, so you have to just kind of like adjust it for your needs since we have the screen that's a super wide screen here. But yeah, it gives you a good view there. So you can put the horizon there at the top, and then that way you can see from basically the front of the car all the way out to the horizon. Having the split view at nighttime could come in handy, and that way you still have your rear view, but then you also have a front view just in case you need to look at it. But you can switch them depending on what you want to focus on. So there's just the rear view with nobody behind me. It's dark. Still handles it well though. There's the front view, and then there's the split view. So at nighttime, this will be my main focus. When I look here, I want to mainly focus on the rear view, but also have the front view just in case I need it for whatever reason to glance to make sure there's nothing in front of me, especially at a distance. It's able to give me that really far view there. So at nighttime, if you want to just use the rear view camera, you can still use it. It just doesn't have that Sony night vision system built in. It does able to amplify the light like a normal camera, and works well, better basically than a regular mirror. But you can see it's still clear. But it just doesn't have that Sony system in it. It's not intended to have that. I think with this type of system, I think mounting it to the mirror makes sense. It does have the other mount where you can mount on the dash or some other surface, and that might make sense for some people, but for me, the ability to put it right there where the mirror is makes it so much easier. For one thing, to run the wires, so I could have the headliner to run the wires, but also there's just no, I don't have to worry about trying to find a spot to put it on the dash that's not going to be in the way, and also having to look at it. The rearview mirror is a natural place for your eyes to look, and it has a rearview camera built in. You can also use that as a backup camera, so because it does have a hot wire that you would connect to the reverse light, and then that way when you put it in reverse, it'll go ahead and automatically change to the rear view.